All right, guys, time to break down, as we do every Monday on Mutt Lunch, Week 12 Team of the Week, Luke Kuechly and Russell Wilson. So we've gone over these guys in depth, compared them to some of our other favorite players from the game so far. Russell Wilson's the first guy on the list. He has a 92 BCA, and with 90 speed, 94 throw power, 87 short, and 88 deep, this Russell Wilson is not going to get a passing grade. His agility and excel are going to make him feel very fast. He is one of the faster quarterbacks in the game. But I think RG3 and then Donovan McNabb at a 95 is going to play just as well. You're going to have to check the price on it, but I really want my quarterbacks to have 90 throw short. It's very important to me. And Russell doesn't make that grade right there. He didn't really get a huge boost in throw power, and he's not at a 90 for deep. So I think there's going to be better options out there. But he's a fun player to use always, so give him a shot if you're interested in what he can bring to the table, but not for my squad. Luke Kuechly does get the 24-hour, 48-hour limited hero, and 87 speed. So this guy is, if you need a computer linebacker defender who you want in zone coverage across the middle, he's got the play rec, the zone coverage. He's a little bit weaker and a little bit less block shed than, say, Zach Thomas, who I guess they're the same coins right now on PS4. So he's going to be very good in the run game, but he's not his best quality. But if you need a CPU defender to chill in a zone, he is your guy. And I like that he's 6'3". You'd like to maybe see him be a little faster. But he's got pretty good excel, and then the pursuit's going to make him play really well. We looked at Team MVP Brandon Marshall from the Broncos. He's very comparable. The Trevathan's pretty comparable in zone coverage. He's a little less. He's not quite as good, but he's there. We looked at MVP Kendricks, who's a little better in the run game, I think, and a little faster, but nowhere near as aware as Kuechly's going to be. So Kuechly's definitely, if you like that CPU AI defender. Ryan Kerrigan's a unique case. His 98 power move, not listed on the front of the card, but that puts him in a super elite category of pass rushers, and it makes him the cheapest player at $46K right now who has 98 power move. So you see 87 strength, 87 block shed. That's solid. That's solid. It's not 90s, but it's very, very solid to put at the end position. He can't drop into coverage, so he's going to rush the passer basically. And that 98 is phenomenal, especially for the cost. He's a poor man's. The James Harrison signature would be like the ideal guy. The Aldon Smith signature would be your ideal guy. But that 98's elite, mixed with a very, very solid 87 strength and block shed, keeps him as like a very good 3-4. And maybe Captain McPhee could be there, but I bet he's going to cost more. Julius Thomas, 90 route running, ties Jordan Cameron for the highest like non-signature player like Gonzalez. Good spec, 6'5", pretty good speed. He's not going to be a run blocker, but with the 90 route running, that's the ideal rating for you, 87. And we like what he brings to the table. Georgialoka, 6'4", user-strong safety with 94 zone coverage. 94 zone coverage means when he gets in a one-on-one against a defender in zone coverage, if you use him for your two-man, cover two-man, and he gets in there, he's going to have 94 rating's going to come into play. He's a little slower than you'd like to see for a user. Maybe if you use 88 speed, but like 92 excel, he'd feel a little quicker. 84 play rec, you want to see 90. 87 hit power, you want to see 90. So, the Iloka doesn't make the grade all across the board, but that 94 zone, super elite, the height's super elite, and I think there's a lot you can do with this guy. Maybe use him if you want to play zone coverage at a big dime. Start him at strong safety so he drops down in the box. That's going to be really hard to throw over him, and he has 94 zone. So that's pretty good. Then you could leave Taylor up at the main spot, maybe user him because he's a little faster. But I do really like Georgialoka. Sammy Watkins, dislike. 92 speeds, not elite at this point in the game. 94 elusive is good, but that's a kick returner stat, in my opinion. This is just not, no thanks. 82 route running makes him kind of unusable. There's so many receivers in this range, and Watkins is too balanced across every category to make him one that I would use. Wheaton, same thing. He's just like a worse version of Sammy Watkins. Slower, less elusive, no route running, 5'11", can't have. Tracy Porter, 91 speed, very solid for Porter. Didn't think he would get this. I thought it would be actually kind of like a waste of a team of the week. But the 91 speed and the 90-man coverage, that's pretty good for some teams. And I like that his excel is quick. The agility hurts a little with the man. He can't press and he can't play rec, so he's not going to make most teams. But if your team's still in that 85 range, he's a decent man coverage defender. I thought he would have higher play rec for being such a veteran. Derek Wolfe we talked about. He matches up right here with the base elite Jarrell Casey, who's a right end, and the base elite Muhammad Wilkerson. Those guys are a little bit better in the run game. 94 strength is good. 89 block shed, pretty good. And the 90 power move. So he's a little faster than those guys. I think if you need kind of a hog at the 3-4 end spot, who you can use most rushing downs, and then he's okay if you leave him in on a passing down at 90. That's pretty formidable. He's going to be really cheap for, like, I think he's 10,000 coins right now. If you can't get up to that next level of Wilkerson or Casey team of the week, if you're just using those base elites, you can look at this guy. 88 excels a little faster than that. So I do like this Wolfe. He had a very good game the other night. And then lastly, Spencer Ware. At first glance, I didn't love Spencer Ware, but with 89 speed and 94 excel, he actually stacks up pretty nicely against the Thomas Rawls from a week ago. He stacks up pretty well against 90 Doug Martin. He stacks up pretty well against, we looked at about 5 different backs, you would think. While he doesn't have the elusive, if you value elusive, you don't want him. Even if, I know he's a truck back, but even with truck backs, I like some elusive because I think sometimes it will play out for you. So his carry is much higher than some of the other guys, like the Langford, and he's very inexpensive. 89 is just on the threshold, but I like his excel. I think if you really compare this guy at the price, he's pretty good trucking back. He's very strong too. It's not on the front of this, but he's better than the Carlos Hyde 85 Schefter. So shout out to Spencer Ware. I like his item. Overall, this is a great team of the week because Iloka, Thomas, Kuechly, and Wilson didn't really... he had the BCA, but most of these guys didn't have next level items, and they're all very good base items, so for them to get team of the weeks means just adds on to the fire. So a great MUT Week 12 team of the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Make sure to follow the channel. We do this live every Monday from 3 to 5 on twitch.tv/Madden Tips. You guys are here. And we'll post this bad boy on YouTube for you guys. Let me know in the comments who you're going to add to your squad. Little live review right there for you boys. Ware versus McKinnon. I mean, McKinnon's fast.